Okay, we need to figure out how. Well, I need to figure out how we're starting this, and then we can like get into it. Because I like the Randy RVM free update video start.
That would be hilarious. Good reference.
All
The
right,
more you
bet.
scroll, the harder it'll be for Cairo to edit. Just a heads
Oh,
up.
hey, I'm Spix. Welcome to Side Quest, brand new podcast all about Crown Quest. Disclaimer: we do not represent anything from Crown Quest. We are just players and viewers who are making a podcast about it. So on the podcast with me today is. You want to start us off, DaniMilksops?
My name is Danny. I am 20. I go by any pronouns, and I'm a screenwriting cinema major in college. And then you can find me on twitch.tv/DannyMilksops.
And then we skip Fox. We go on to no, I'm kidding. Go
Get louder for the ones in the back.
ahead, Fox.
I'm
Go ahead.
Fox. I'm 17. I go by he, him. I finished high school. I just graduated, and now I have nothing to do but playing Minecraft.
Go ahead, Cairo. Hit us with it.
I'm Cairo. I'm 17. I use he, him. And you can find me over at twitch.tv/KyroCatMC.
I'm Spix. I was gonna say I'm 19. I am not 19. I am 18 years
Nope.
old. I go by he, him, and I've been in with Danny since Crown Quest 1, and that is my biggest flex on this planet. So Danny and I are 100% players. We've been in every event and non-canon and some tester events as well. Fox has been in. How many have you been in, Fox?
All of them except CQ2 because I couldn't play. I wasn't there. I wasn't home.
Anyway, Cairo has not been in.
I've been 0.
Cairo has not been in Crown Quest yet. They have applied with no luck, but hopefully one day we will be seeing Kyrocat in, I was going to say MCCO, no. And, as I said before, this podcast is about Crown Quest. Crown Quest is a Minecraft event hosted by RVM Free, Randy. Love Randy. Randy is incredible. Such a good friend. This podcast is going to be talking all about the event. It's going to be talking about spoilers, lore probably, teasers. It's going to have people on it. We're gonna get players, mods, we're gonna get Randy themselves, hopefully. The whole shebang is
day.
gonna be happening. The podcast, this episode, if you're watching on YouTube, is going to be scuffed. It's gonna be blurry, audio's gonna be off, but we are learning as we go. I've never done a podcast before. I'm pretty sure Fox has his own podcast that he abandoned. It will look better. If you're on Spotify, then that doesn't matter to you. Let's jump right into it. The first thing we are going to talk about, let's talk about Crown Quest as a whole and your experience with it, whether it be from a viewer point of view or a player point of view. Does anyone want to kick us off?
No.
Silence in the group chat. Okay, I will kick us off. Crown Quest, for me, has been like no other thing I've ever been a part of. I've not been very successful when applying to events because I don't often make content. I make content, but my style of content is allowing it to be deleted off of all platforms. Fun fact, the reason for that is because I've got dissociative amnesia. So when I dissociate, I forget a lot of important information. So I apply that to my content, so everyone else has to suffer for it.
Yeah.
I've not had much luck getting into events because of my style of content. And yes, it is a style, I'm not just lazy.
Surely.
But I got let into Crown Quest as a backup. I was put in the day before Crown Quest 1. I hadn't spoken to my team until the event started. But even with that, from like moment one, I've been treated so nicely. I have been so welcomed, and it has been genuinely so much fun to watch Crown Quest grow from what it was in Crown Quest 1 up until what it is now leading into CQ5 this weekend.
It's insane how much it's grown, honestly.
Right? Like
'Cause-
from the very first event.
Like, especially because, like, on Twitter, Crown Quest had to announce that they weren't a bot account.
I
don't know if
remember
any-
that. I
Yeah.
remember. I think they responded to one of my tweets and I started like interacting with them as though it were a bot. And then like it turned out I was a human, and I remember like the kind of community that was being interacted with were kind of coming together and finding each other at that point.
It's like one of those things to where I don't know if the bot count. No, I think I followed them first, and then they followed me a little bit after when I got in.
I don't think I would have found Crown Quest had the account not interacted with so many people. Because I'm pretty sure me, Minnie, Mist, and Clue all applied for the first one. And Clue got in testing, I think.
I
Yeah.
think
I
for
have
me,
no
because
idea.
at that time, I usually also tip for people who are looking for moratoriums to join. On Twitter, I just searched up like Minecraft tournaments. and that
Minecraft
showed up,
event.
because at that time, I just searched that up like every Tuesday, hoping to get into a Minecraft tournament. And then once I got into Crown Quest, a bunch of doors opened for me for multiple
Oh,
tournaments.
100%. Yeah. Before Crown Quest, I was looking for like permanent SMPs to join because I was looking for like not looking for friends, but like looking for a group that would be stable, that wouldn't just dissipate after 2 weeks of an SMP. I was looking for like something that would stick, and I'm so lucky to have found it with Crown Quest.
It's especially because like everybody will like applaud each other or like get really hyped when they just see their name pop up on the players list.
Yeah, even like if you didn't know someone, I feel like even when teams come out, even if you don't know who the hell's on it, it's always like, yeah, you guys go, yeah, woohoo! It's always it's so supportive since day one as well. I've felt loved in this community.
It's like awesome. I love it. I don't want to feel like a suck up right now.
No,
But it's
don't.
pretty
No,
cool.
you're here for your opinions, DaniMilksops. You're 100%er, Danny. You're 100%er. You have to. You let it out. You let it go. You deserve to.
I'm stuck on gold geckos till I win.
Oh my god. I'm hoping I'm not stuck on Peridot because as much as I enjoy the team, I hate the color lime, and I want to be the rainbow. I want to be on every team.
On every team, yeah.
I've been
I'm
on
stuck in the banana
orange,
fruit.
lime, green, blue, red. That's about it. Pink as well. Pink pigs. Crown
Pink,
Quest
yeah.
1.
You were
Crown
on
Quest
orange
1.
as well for testing.
I said that, yeah.
Oh shoot.
No, you good, don't worry.
Oh,
I was
well.
actually looking at my orange skin yesterday. It's so cute. Now, Cairo, I know you haven't been in any Crown Quest, but what's your experience been like kind of being around the community, kind of being here chatting with some people in the Soul series as well that have joined, like Fox and Joey? How's your experience been with the whole Crown Quest as a whole?
Everyone honestly seems like super nice and stuff, and I must admit I have not watched a single stream yet because I have been busy, but everyone seems really really nice, and all the like interactions on Twitter, I've seen those, so everyone seems like super nice to each other, and from what you've said, like everyone seems to be like really supportive of each other, and in the Discord it's like in the community Discord, like everyone seems to always be like hyping up each other and stuff. So it seems like really nice from an
Yeah,
outsider perspective.
As with everything, there are bad eggs, but there's not many compared to other events.
Yeah,
I feel like we've got a really good community right here.
yeah,
But I've seen you in a couple of my streams, Caro. You were in chat a couple times.
yeah. I
But
try.
alas,
I try to be.
to be fair, it's a long event, and sometimes it does run over, which is of no fault of any mods or stuff like that. It's just these things happen, don't they?
Yeah, I mostly drop by when I'm not at work.
Fox, you haven't said much.
Yeah, I know, I'm just listening to people.
Well,
I'm not good with
now's your
words.
time to shine. Go
Well,
ahead.
Thanks.
You're
No,
welcome.
from day one, I was pretty happy when I woke up at 6 a.m. for school and I saw that Randy DM. Can you check your DMs really quick?
Did he actually have to DM you separately?
Yeah, so I think I can bring up the messages. Let me just check
No way.
my
No
first
way
DM
he
with
had to
Randy.
DM you on his main
So,
act to get you to look at the Crown Quest.
So it was like on the morning. It was 6 a.m. and I
Mhm.
don't see any DMs from anyone, and it says like everyone got invited. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh well, I'm going the general like community server, and I go, oh that's cool, people got invited, that's GG. And I think 5 minutes later, I got a DM from Randy saying, hey, you know you're accepted in Crown Quest, right?
No way.
Yeah.
Did you just not know?
And I checked my DM twice, and somehow it just appeared like in the minutes I just sent that message.
That's
I get the, like
incredible.
I see the Conquest DM be like, "Hey, you got in."
That's
And
amazing. Oh my
I'm
god.
like, "Oh shit, I didn't see that." And then I got invited, and that's why I got in. That's my first interaction with Randy. That was really fun. And then I got to meet with people that were really cool, and yeah, I'm in now. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I like it. People are really kind with everyone, I
I
think.
do have to ask, what has been y'all's favorite Crown Quest and what has been y'all's favorite team to like be a part of?
Ooh. Honestly, I really enjoyed our tester team, Danny.
Bingo buddies!
The reason I really enjoyed it, and it's gonna sound really corny, is because I met Fox.
Yeah.
I met Fox on that team, and we have just been best friends ever since. We've been to Paris together. We talk like literally every single day. I think I owe it to Crown Quest for a lot, and I mean like 99% of the friends that I have. And I think that was probably my favorite team. My favorite event, honestly, I think it was the charity event or CQ4. I really liked my CQ4 team as well.
I think for me, Honestly, the testing was a blast with
It
y'all
was so fun.
because it was like
That was for clarification. That was me, SpixKokiri, DaniMilksops, Rain, Hurricane Rain, and Fox, the Fox 580. That was
Yep.
a blast of a team.
I think it was like we all were like, "Hey, we need a team."
Hmm.
Was it? Yeah, was it randomly placed? And we're just like, "Hey,
You know
why don't we
why
just
I
be together?"
accepted to join the team? Because I thought Rain was cracked.
Oh,
I didn't really know who Rain was. I just remember seeing them up there, like on the leaderboards, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll team with Rain." And look where we are. I'm friends with
no,
Rain.
I think for me, that has been my favorite team in an official event. I
Hmm.
think the first one with me, Snom, Suki Inkling, and Pink Fluffy Seals.
I
Because
really liked my first event team too, actually.
because it was like us experiencing the event for the first time. Dude, I'm such a Labyrinth stan, especially
No,
Labyrinth. Getting to
Yes.
experience
no.
it as the
Yes.
We'll
first
get to this.
game, as everybody's freaking out. I was absolutely obsessed with it. And overall, I'm excited to see what people I'm placed with as well. The
Mhm.
one thing that I am salty about is the application thing when you put who you want to team with.
Yeah, it feels like when you put who you team with, you don't get teamed with them. It feels like it's like a reverse psychology almost.
I put Spix in my CQ4 application and I go, I got his Spix. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah,
I got,
that's
I got mine.
well, well,
Well, yeah.
well, you know.
There's multiple reasons, but
Yeah, well, you know.
It is what it is.
Yeah. What about
think
you?
I think my favorite conquest was Conquest Charity because of like how funny it was.
It was
Um,
so good. I loved our team, bro.
yeah, and I think my favorite team was also CQ Charity because that was
You wanna
just
say who was on it?
from yeah. So it was basically SpixKokiri, me, TheFox580, Joyfish 1000, Joy, and Mini Munkin.
God, I
Um,
love Minnie. Get Minnie in more CQs for real.
that was a pretty good team. I think we did pretty good. We got the most coins with being the team without any mods or admin on it,
We did, yeah.
and yeah, that was pretty cool. We had a lot of fun, even in VC, even before. We did a lot of things, and yeah, that was probably my
We were a
favorite
really good team for
CQ.
communication, which I feel is very important in Crown Quest.
I mean, you can
Mhm.
see in the team games we do good.
We do.
I'll say
But
with
we don't
Charity,
talk about Hunt.
No,
oh,
we
no,
don't.
we
We
don't
don't
talk.
about.
I'll say with Charity, that's where my team struggled was communication.
Who
We
was on
just
your
thought
team?
it was Blue, Digi, and Redeye. And that
Oh,
was the first time a team I've been on has gotten lower than 5th place. And we ended up getting 10th. But thankfully it wasn't a canon one, so it doesn't like fully
yeah, I was
count
gonna
on the
say
stats.
Redeye 10,
Thankfully.
hello? So you
Yeah, I
not got
was
like the
like,
all-time coin record of like 407? Todd's
Oh,
pulling up his spreadsheet right now, hold on.
yeah, I actually am.
I heard you, I
Just
heard
wait
you,
right
I
now.
heard your keyboard go, it was like
Shh, shh.
da-da-da.
Rita got
Seven.
422.
What? That's crazy! That's even more than I predicted. Oh my god.
it's like with the game Mirror, I feel like that's definitely a game that will bring up the vibe of your whole team, or like it
Mirror
can like
is
kind of take
my
it down.
goat. I am Mirror #1 champion. I'm not, but I like to think I am. I love Mirror so much.
Dude, Mirror is such a blast.
It is the
But like
best game.
it's like at that moment to where you realize that hey, your team like needs to get their act together.
Hmm.
Because if y'all do not communicate well, then it's gonna show mostly in Mirror, I think.
I feel like because Mirror's such a heavy team game, especially with Forger as well, if you do not do well, your morale goes so down. Like doing bad in other games, you're like, okay, because most of them are kind of individual. Doing not so good because of comms in Mirror and Forger, I feel does a lot of damage to a team.
Hands down.
And
Like
so, yeah.
usually I'm pretty decent at Mirror, but during Crown Quest 5, we're just like, oh my, not Crown Quest 5, during
I
Crown
was gonna
Quest
say in the
Charity.
future.
No, we
Already,
did
you
good Crown
know?
Quest 5. We all cooked Crown Quest 5. Uh, it was just like, what is happening to this team in the moment? It's just like you gotta stay positive is the most
You did
important thing.
good last time. I don't know what happened. We just overtook you like a bullet.
Yeah,
Well,
the
like
last build, the last two
Peridot
builds.
just zoomed. Like I didn't even know we finished until we'd finished. I was like, huh? There's no more builds? I was
Y'all were
into it.
y'all the rankings before did y'all so dirty. I'm like, I remember putting y'all at first for the predictions list, and people are like, no, bring Peridot a little bit down. And I'm like, they're top tier communication.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're gonna
Comms
do
is
well.
so important in Crown Quest. I say it over and over again.
Especially, like, you gotta have at least one player on your team who's like somewhat good at comms.
Yeah, 100%. You need a leader of sorts. You need someone for people to follow and listen to. I feel like without sweating, having a plan beforehand, so helpful.
A little bit of sweating can help, though. A little bit of sweating.
Yeah, little bit of sweat, little bit of sweat, little bit of try harden.
I gotta put me first, bestie. I gotta put me
Gotta
first.
put me first. Fair, so fair. Now, moving on, is there anything about the current Crown Quest that you would change? Like, personally, if it was you, if you were able, is there anything that you would change about the event? Is there anything you just don't like, whether it be a game, whether it be players, teams, coins, anything? Just what would you change? We'll go with Cairo first because we haven't heard from you from that last question. Is there anything you think could be changed? Maybe to do with like applications or such?
To do with applications, like, it's pretty much good in terms of the application itself. I have not gone any further than that, so I can't comment on that. But
That's fair.
yeah. And about the game,
event
I
seem
also
chill?
can't comment on that because I have not played.
Does it seem chill otherwise though? There's just
Yeah.
nothing really for you.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
pretty good to me. at
You would
least.
change the fact that you're not in yet.
Yeah, I would like the fact change that I automatically get in. I
One
think
day,
that should
Cairo.
be a good change.
CQ10? Yeah, CQ10? Okay.
Surely. Surely before, right?
No, of
Surely.
course. I'll give up my place for Cairo, don't worry.
Surely 15, right?
Surely 50, maybe 25, give or take.
Yeah, like
Give or take a
maybe
couple.
maybe 30.
Maybe give or take.
Maybe.
Give or take. Okay, DaniMilksops! Would you change anything about Kyrocat?
I've already mentioned it, but the applications of teaming with people. Because the first time
I'd
we
like
all
it to apply,
realized...
please.
Yeah, it's like, who do you want to team with? And then you put down the team, and then Rand just goes, oh yeah, we purposely did it to where y'all wouldn't team with those people.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't, it was like one of those moments to where I just felt defeat, but I laughed my head off.
Like, I don't know anybody on my team. I've spoken to Chan once, but they all seem so nice.
Chan's
Like,
so chill.
Chan is pretty darn chill, I'm not gonna lie.
I know for me, I just put more people who I don't want to team with than team with. Because
I don't
want
want
to
to be with Fox, I don't want to be with Kanuki, I don't want to be with Joeyfish.
I think the strategy is to put the people you want to be in I don't want to be with them.
Oh,
That's just
yeah.
the way to
reverse
go.
psychology. We got it.
Please keep me away from Danny, please.
I don't think we're ever gonna get paired together because we now have the longest losing streak because Tempery's not in this one.
Oh yeah, me, you, Vic, Victoria Sky,
Vic has
and
one.
Elijah and Willow, sorry.
Willow,
Not
yeah.
Too Swift. Who's the other one? Or was it just
Hasn't-
is it just us four now?
Wait, I thought it was just us two. Hasn't Willow won one?
No, they want to, but they never won. But they want to.
I'm
win.
pretty sure Willow might have one. No, Willow's not one. Fox, you'd know, wouldn't you? Check your
What?
sheet. Check your sheet. Is Willow one?
Willow has not won.
Okay, Willow hasn't won.
Wait.
Let me just
Hold
double
on.
check, but I'm pretty sure they never won.
God, I feel like such a bad friend.
I thought it
They
was just
got
us
fourth.
three.
They got fourth in Q1. Their team, I speak as like team
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah.
Ninth in CQ2, fifth in CQ3, and 10th in CQ4.
Oh, so Willow hasn't won, so it's me, you, and Willow.
Wait, I'm like looking through right now.
I have a full spreadsheet. You just
Anyway,
ask me
Fox, is there
anyone.
anything while we're having a look, is there anything you would change about the event personally? Because you've been in quite a few of them, haven't you?
Please bring back Odyssey.
Oh,
What
for
did it do
God's
to you?
sake.
Please. Please bring back Odyssey.
Please, sir, bring back Odyssey.
It
Please.
did nothing. It did nothing wrong.
I want to
It's
crouch on the
completely fine.
platforms for collision. Please.
Oh my god, that better be changed.
Please remove collisions in Tridents. Just add
Oh,
everyone in the same team,
no.
please. You can just change collisions. You can do that. I know.
I feel
You
like
just collision never.
from being here since Crown Quest 1, I know I keep saying it, but I think what's changed since the beginning is kind of what needed to be changed, and there's nothing I personally am like, we need this changed right now. But Bench Labyrinth. Anyway, next question, guys.
Absolutely.
Nice.
How dare.
Change conquest. Anyway,
Anyway, no more Crown Quest? No more? No more? Yeah, okay.
Don't
No
worry,
quest
I know what
period?
you mean.
Yep. Just
Yeah,
Crown, no
okay.
quest. Just Crown, no quest.
It's
Crown,
kind
just
of
Crown.
quest.
One
Welcome
second
to
quest red.
Crown.
Welcome to
Hey, I'm
Crown.
RVM free. Welcome to Crown.
Season 5.
You know what? Leave Crown. We don't want you on Crown.
just
Oh,
just
no.
nothing. The name is just nothing.
DaniMilksops. DaniMilksops. Anyway, let's move. Let's move on from that.
Not that. You
We
can't
just keep
say
that.
that.
We keep that in the chat. We keep that in the chat. Anyway, favorite thing about Crown Quest. Favorite thing. Anyone want to hit us off? Favorite thing.
The people.
The people.
Labyrinth.
The games.
RVM free. Nah,
People.
some of my favorite things, I'm not just gonna say one, my favorite things about Crown Quest is it is for smaller content creators and it is consistent with that. It
I'm
does
told.
invite bigger people. Like, shut up, Fox, you're tiny. It does invite
What?
like bigger people. Like for like Sadays, for example. Like we've got Sadays, hello, Sadays, and we've got Kanuki. But it's also like I have 70 followers on Twitch and just over 100 on Twitter. And I don't make content much now. Of course, that was like bare luck of me getting into the event. But I like how it's not. I don't mean to say this in a bad way towards MCC, but Rising is gonna be like people's editors and people who are mods and people in like the community who have lots of stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I don't mean that in a bad way towards Rising because that's just what Rising is. We have to be careful with who you let into your events. But I like how Crown Quest isn't about getting the big ones. There's also smaller content creators because I've found that tends to be an issue sometimes. Like from my own personal, I couldn't get into a lot of events because of my follower count. I just couldn't seem to get more followers, and that seemed to be what was kind of negating me when I was consistently making content. I also enjoy how like original some of the games are. Now, not all of them are original. Like for example, Tectonic is kind of based off a TNT run, but I like how they feel like they're made for Crown Quest. You know what I mean?
The soundtracks are hype.
The soundtrack, yeah.
I say at least once.
Had to mention that soundtrack.
They're awesome.
Anything from you, Danny, other than the soundtrack?
I feel like this, like just how it accepts smaller creators and how it like opens windows. Because like for every application,
100%.
I like have like a little Twitch resume on my notes for events I've been in that are Minecraft related and ones that aren't. And so it's always on my list that I'm like, hey, I'm a part of Crown Quest. And thankfully being added to that, I think has helped me got into more things. Like I think the biggest one I've been in was it was like One in Productions X Greninja UHC, and I was
Ooh.
able to invite a friend to that, and that was Blue, and we like
Aw.
teamed up with like I believe it was like Space and Matthias, I believe their name is, and that was so much fun, and just getting to be a
Yeah,
part of that.
having Crown Quest letting in 20, usually 20, new people every event, even if they don't return. I feel like it's even that, it's so great for people. Because, like, if you're applying for an event and you're like, oh, hey, I was in Crown Quest, like, people can look at Crown Quest and they can see it and they can also see, oh, hey, they have been in events before, they've done well, they've worked well in a group, let them in. And I really like that about Crown Quest. I like the kind of 20 come, 20 go type of thing.
I feel like unfortunately at times it's people automatically like think we get in, like we have an automatic in. Like I know people have
Yeah.
told me they're like, "Hey, how do you always get in? Like, what do you do? How can I make sure that I can get into every event like you and have an automatic in?" And I'm like, "You just gotta spice your application up a little bit. Gotta show like
Yeah,
who you
be
are."
you, but be exciting. If you're just like, I'd like to play because I would like to win and meet lots of friends and have a fun time. Be enthusiastic. Where's the passion?
Like,
Give the
don't just give us the
qualities.
fluff. Give us stuff about you.
Give us the nitty gritty.
Please.
The nitty gritty. But
Tell
yeah,
them what you are.
we will come back to what you were talking about there, Danny, about getting into events, because that is actually another kind of question. So, Fox, what's your favorite thing about Crown Quest?
That is a lot of things. The fact that there's always new people. That's pretty cool.
Seems to be a
Everyone can access it.
popular answer.
Yeah, I know, but that's one of the main things. What the fuck am I supposed to say?
No, I
Um,
agree. I agree.
And I
Like
can't
I've met
think of
so many cool people from like new players, but also old time players. I feel like because they keep returning, we've been able to bond. Like in and out of Crown Quest as well. Like recently, I've just asked Kanuki and Joey to join me for Jackbox, not to stream, but just to play as friends. I've also been like joining other people in like VCs that are out with Crown Quest, which I would never usually do.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the connections that it brings you.
Or like SMP related stuff. How like some people join SMP and you'd be like, "Hey, come join
100%.
us." Like I know that happened with you and me with
Yeah.
Cersei. Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I just lost like interest for that. Nothing happened. I was like, ugh. I tried. I really did try though.
Ew, it's all right. It's all right.
I was gonna say, Danny, Cairo, do you have anything favorite about Crown Quest at all, or are you just a now on this one?
I want you to think about the question
Uh huh.
for like 2 more
From
seconds.
your perspective, where you are currently, Cairo, how do you feel and what do you like about the event? Because I know you're not in it yet. I'm sorry.
Okay, Spring. Okay.
You've got this, Cairo. I'm supporting you. I'm here. Hit us with it.
No pressure.
It looks cool.
Say the soundtrack. Say the
Say
soundtrack.
soundtrack. Say
Say
soundtrack.
soundtrack.
The soundtrack.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Oh yeah! Well done, Cairo.
Thank
So
you.
proud. So proud. Let's talk about other tournaments and getting into Crown Quest, like you were talking about earlier, Danny. Like, how do you always get in? Let's talk about that type of thing. So, getting into Crown Quest, getting into other tournaments, like how they are compared to each other as well. So let's talk about getting in first.
For
So
me,
applications.
I feel like just making yourself stand out is an important thing. And if you're like, oh, I don't really feel like I stand out, say it's like a fun fact about yourself. Like I know for me, I always say like, oh yeah, I'm a cinema and screenwriting major because that makes me
That's really
stand out
interesting.
a little bit. That and for notes, put like every Minecraft event you've been on
Put
in that
every
notes
single
app.
one, believe me.
Unless it like gets too much, then like you can delete some and just put like the bigger ones down
Mhm.
so you have more stuff to add to your name. And maybe
Instead
like
of like naming every SMP, be like, I've been on multiple SMPs, such as this and this.
I would say depending on how many SMPs.
Yeah,
Especially
it kind of depends which ones as well. Like if you've been on like SMP number 4, it's like,
it really depends. Like I would recommend if like an SMP lasted a month, you probably don't unless it's like life series. I would
Yeah.
recommend not putting on it. But if like something lasted like a year or at least 4 months minimum, I would probably put it on there. Or just especially because like with joining SMPs, I feel like it's important that you put ones that you've been in for a while. So that kind of lets you know that hey, you're committed to something like Crown Quest and like being there for months instead of just joining one and dipping the next time.
Yeah, to show that you're like active and making, I'm gonna say this, making content. If you want to be in Crown Quest, it is a content creator event. You have to make some kind of content, whether it be videos, whether you're a streamer, whether you're both. You have to be making content at least somewhat consistently. Now, I say that, and I know there's people who haven't uploaded in forever and haven't streamed since the dawn of time, like myself. But if you want to be in Crown Quest, having content for people to refer to, like for example, if Randy goes through the apps and he sees that you have a YouTube channel, he's gonna go look at it. He's gonna want to see how you are. He's gonna watch your past streams and VODs. He's gonna see if you're actually a good person. Yeah, another thing, be a good person. If you're gonna apply for Crown Quest, be a good person, make content,
And don't lie.
and don't lie. Oh, definitely don't lie. Because if you're caught lying, you're out.
You're never getting back in.
Like, I don't think there's an age thing for Crown Quest, but if you're 12, you shouldn't be applying.
Yeah, no, Discord is 30 minimum and apps are on
Yeah.
Discord.
If
So
you're
if
12,
you're
maybe don't
12,
apply.
yeah, no.
But if you're 47, go for it. Go for it. Like,
Go.
go.
Jump in.
You've got this. Come join us.
You got this, King.
You got this, King. No way. What would you recommend for apps, Fox?
Be original.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't. If everyone think everyone's gonna say the same thing, don't say it. Obviously, it makes sense.
Stand
Again,
out.
yeah, make a bit of content because it is a content creator only event. I know. I
Have
think
something
Randy.
to show.
Yeah, I think Randy prefers live streams because he wants the event to be live stream more than a video. That he knows that you're gonna be like doing it, like showing to people. Because a
Yeah, I
video
think
you
you
may
do
not
have
show
to be
it.
live. I think it's like mandatory to stream.
You can DM Randy like last minute, be like, I can't live like my internet is shit. I just can't. Maybe I can record and post it as a video, but like it's really in the extreme cases like
Yeah,
last
if you
minute
come
something
into the
broke.
event and you can stream and you can make videos, but something catastrophic happens, you're not going to be kicked the day before the event. At least I don't think so. For
You won't.
like
You won't.
for yeah, I know. Good thing. You're not going to be kicked from the event if something catastrophic happens. It's not your fault. Things like that have happened before, and they have been accounted for. People's internet goes out during Crown Quest all the time. Again, we're not like multi-million dollar, pound, euro, etc. streamers, so we don't have the world's classiest, most extravagant setups. As long as you can run Optifine multiplayer servers, and honestly, that's
Live.
really it, and be live at the same time, and you make content, and you're a good person, it's basically the basics you can get into Crown Quest, such as Kyrocat. Kyro's gonna be enough.
Very funny.
Kyro, you'll do. I believe in you. Okay, I believe in you. We'll get you in for tester events. You can actually join a tester server.
True.
I think. No,
I
it's
have
actually
tested
actually.
events before. I have experience
And
doing
welcome to the
that.
tester server. Being a tester also does get you, noticed, recognized. If you are able, join the Crown Quest community Discord. There is players in there, past participants, current participants, and also lots and lots of community members. There's a lot of ongoings in there. You can see like people's social medias. You can see when people are live. You can see quotes, and you can basically just get more information about Crown Quest and how to apply, how to get in.
And you can ask the
Applications.
players
Yeah, you can ask
about
players
everything.
questions as well. You can ask Randy. Applications are usually released there and on Twitter roughly the same time. Sometimes in a Discord before actually being released on Twitter.
I'm
So
pretty sure
you're
they get released only on Discord, but they are announced
yeah.
like it's on Discord on Twitter, but
So at
they don't
CrownQuest
show the link.
MC on Twitter. So you can join the Discord, and then that's how you get to the applications. So if anyone's listening who wants to try out, go for it. Crown Quest and other tournaments. Now we're not gonna, be like, oh my god, MCC. This is about Crown Quest, but compared to other tournaments, like big tournaments and small tournaments, I feel Crown Quest is very well managed, very well run. It's kind of no BS in a way, you know what I mean? Like, if something happens, it's dealt with. Which doesn't come often, luckily. But I feel like, compared to other events, seems very organized and professional. Professional is the word I'm looking for. It seems professional. Randy, Connex, Cat, Zakaji, all of the mods and all of the people on the build team, people working on just anything for Crown Quest, I feel
The
compared
art,
to
the
other
music.
events, the art, the music, everything, the social media lady, everything is just so. It just works. It just fits. It feels right. It doesn't feel clunky. It doesn't feel cluttered. It feels nice. Full stop. End sentence. Someone take over.
I think from like my perspective as like an outsider, it does seem very well managed and stuff. And compared to other events I've been in, either small charity events or public events, and like compared to those, it seemed pretty well managed.
Crown Quest it's one of a kind, I feel. While there is so many different events out there, it feels special in a way. Maybe that's just because I've been here since the start, but it feels just so. I love Crown Quest. My god, it's so cool. We wouldn't be here if we didn't. It holds such a special place in my heart because of the opportunities it's given me. It's given me a chance, unlike any other tournament. I've applied for many tournaments, events. I've never been successful. Crown Quest I almost wasn't successful with, but I was given a chance, and I am forever, eternally grateful for that.
I think for me, out of Minecraft tournaments, Crown Quest has definitely been one of the most organized, like that I've been a part of. Crown Quest has definitely been one of the most organized events as well. Because there's been quite a few I've been a part of, and of course, like outside of Crown Quest, it's like you can tell they really care
Mm-hmm.
overall, especially because it's so organized, and especially because like I was in like a Twitch Rivals tournament community, and I was like
Ooh.
a part of the game show. Those have been a blast, but I think it is this tournament the most that feels the most connected as a community, especially since last Crown Quest. We've all kind of like we're always on a VC. Like right now, I'm looking at the Crown Quest player Discord. I see 3 people on a VC together right now.
Yeah, there's always people chatting in the chats. Nothing's ever dead. There's always people talking. There's always people connected in some way. I love
I
that
do too.
about Crown Quest. Is that it's brought so many people together that otherwise would never have found each other.
Especially because like you do not have to be a Minecraft streamer to
Oh
be a
yeah,
part
no,
of Crown
100%.
Quest. Like you just have to like have at least like maybe like 1 or 2 Minecraft videos and that's it. Like you can be a variety streamer and still get into it. Because I know I was kind of concerned about that when I was just playing Papa's Freezeria all on my Twitch. Because I was like, is this gonna affect my chances?
Yeah, I
But
also
thankfully
feel
no.
very connected with the mods as well. Like, it doesn't feel like they're a separate world from us, especially with me being in like the kind of Crown Corp server, which not many people are in, but that might just be me personally. But I feel like even the mods chat in VCs from time to time. They chat in chats. They're, they check up on people. They just seem not distant. They seem, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's no
Yeah.
words for it. It's just
Like they're part of the
Fox.
community.
Any zingers for the crowd? Yeah, part of the community. Any zingers for the crowd, Fox?
No, I have nothing to add. This is the worst.
Okay, so we're kicking Fox from the pod.
Yeah.
And
Do
you're
y'all have a
supposed to have your own podcast. What, Danny?
Yeah.
Do y'all
Anyway,
have a favorite mod?
Uh, uh, well, you see,
Good
do you
luck.
have a favorite mod?
Ninja.
Ninja, why?
I mean, he's in a mod twice for an event, and he's like the
That's
first mod
fair.
for my tournament. And now every time I like see him either modding a team or being a part of a tournament, I'll try to say like good luck in the Coliseum, but he always
Mhm.
dips forehand.
Aw,
And so every time you see me like almost typing in the Coliseum, and then you see me pause, realizing that he's not there.
aw, oh no.
oh,
That
Fox, you
and
got a favorite?
Zikaji as well.
Oh, Sakaji's
what?
so sweet. Sakaji's so lovely. I've been
He's
on the
so
hardcore
fun.
server with Sakaji. He's literally so funny.
Oh gosh, I still when people like say, "Oh, what SMP? Like, can you join the SMP?" I always be like, "Nope, but here's this SMP that you can be a part of," and I'll
Mhm.
always link their SMP, even though it's not happening anymore.
Oh, 100% dead, but it'll come back. It'll come back. It will.
Apparently, it's gonna come back. Yeah, in August.
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna
Fox,
be fun.
any
I
favorite
think.
mods
Yeah, Subi.
to be?
Yeah.
You know what? I actually have to agree, but I have to add Loomer because they come as a pair. You can't have Subi without Loomer.
Oh, of course, of course.
But Loomer's just so funny, and Subi's just also so funny. That's how I describe all the mods. They're just hilarious.
They're such a blast. This is like a question for everybody. If you could have one mod who you haven't had be your mod, who would it be? For me, it's definitely Khan.
Connex Cat, yeah, Connex Cat. I haven't had Con yet, but Connex Cat. Or Zakaji. Wait, I've had Zakaji. Never mind, Connex Cat. Connie's cat, Randy, that would be good. I'm pretty sure Randy was.
Randy was the first Crown Quest mod on Red, but I don't think he's
Mhm.
modded since.
Don't think so, no. Randy or Con, but more so Con, but also Randy.
I'm so scared to talk to Randy at times.
Really?
I'll message him like I don't know why. It's like I'm still so afraid like talk to mods and stuff at times because
Same.
Yeah, me too.
especially the main time I'll text Randy is when I'm like 11 hours into stream. What was the
Mhm.
last thing I messaged him? Oh wait, no, it was linking to something. And
Yeah,
then
I've been
the thing
fixing my
before
problem with that. I've been talking to mods a bit more.
the thing before that, I put how much money to add /emote bark to Crown Quest. And then he puts Nala from Lion King is hot is an outrageous bio Danny.
Oh my god. Let's talk about Randy for a second then. Let's talk about Randy. Pyro, do you have any favorite mods, by the way?
No, because I have had zero interaction with any of them.
Say Subi. Say Subi. Say Subi.
Say con.
Say Subi.
That person.
Yay! All of them! Every mod! Love all the
Oh.
mods. Okay, what was the question I just asked? I just forgot.
Talking about Randy. Just Randy
Oh
in
yeah, let's
general.
talk about Randy for a second. Randy, despite being away and studying and doing finals right now, is doing so much for Crown Quest. He is constantly answering DMs. He's dealing with our BS. He's just Randy is always on top of it, and sometimes I join him in like VCs, and he's like, "I need this done, and I need that done, and CrowdQuest is next week," and I'm like, "Randy, you have got this," and he's like, "Damn right, I've got this." Randy is working round the clock on this, and I know it sounds cheesy. I know he's older than me. I know it's weird. I am so proud of Randy for how far this event has come.
It's been crazy.
Like, he's been such a good host with like the update videos, the actual event itself, games, organization, dealing with BS, dealing with just players in general. He's also been like chatting outside of the server as well, which I love because usually with event hosts, they're kind of like exclusive to the cool friends that they already have. And I love the fact that I've been able to get so close with Randy because he's such a sweet person. But he's also terrifying. Like so terrifying. Utterly
Handsome.
terrifying, but so sweet. I
He's
got
like,
yeah.
sorry, you can go.
No, go ahead. I forgot what I was
He's
gonna say.
one
Go
of
ahead.
the chillest event hosts, especially because like he believes in second chances during events.
Oh,
I
100%.
think just because I'm so strict on stuff that I'm like, if you make one mistake that like I can't even name, it's like, hey, if you say this during an event that you're not supposed to, I probably wouldn't allow you back in until like months
Yeah.
later.
Yeah,
But homie's
Randy
like, hey, it
definitely
happens.
like he's chill. He doesn't take BS, but he's chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I once I think it was last event maybe, Randy DM'd me and he was like, "Yo, do you like waffles or pancakes better?" And I said, let me see if I can find it. I said something about the fact that I prefer pancakes and the reasons why I preferred pancakes. Let me see if I can find it. Just give me 2 little
I'm looking for
seconds.
that too, because he said the same thing to me.
Do you like waffles or pancakes? And I said, personally, I prefer pancakes, but waffles are still pretty good. What about you? He said, "Great answer. So excited to see you for Croncast 4." I said, "Oh yeah, thank you so much." And he said, "Psych, you've been banned." Because I
Yeah.
said pancakes. And I said, "Oh well, I
What?
enjoyed that." Yeah, I said pancakes. He said, "Psych, you've been banned." And I said, "Oh well, I've enjoyed my time anyway. Thank you for having me." And he said, "Of course, have a great night." And I said, "Oh, can I ask why?" And he said, waffles are better than pancakes." So essentially I got banned for liking pancakes.
I said waffles, and he goes, "You've been banned from Crown Quest."
Oh, so there was no right answer? That's great.
Clearly, the
There was no right
answer
answer.
was Pop Tarts.
Pop-Tart, of course.
Let's
See,
do
this is
Crash
why
Lab.
Cairo. Yep, full stop. But the thing is, when Randy said, you're banned, I've mentioned this before, I have autism. I take things very literally, especially from someone like Randy. So I thought he was serious. I
Oh
thought I
no.
had done something or like upset him outside of the server or something, and I was like, I was so scared because he was like, "Psych, you've been banned. Have a great night." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like I took it well, thankfully. I was sad, like really upset, but like I wanted to
No.
gently ask why I had been banned, so I kind of built up to it. And then he was like, "Oh, it's because waffles are better than pancakes." And I was like, "Okay, he might be kidding. He might be he was joking, thankfully." But you know that way, like my brain just went into overdrive. I was like, "What did I do?"
When that happened, I remember just saying, I was like, fair. Like, it was bound to happen.
Oh, there we go. DaniMilksops 100% are destroyed because of waffles.
About time.
What about
You
you,
what?
Fox?
I'm not as close as you from Randy, and the only time I've DM'd Randy, it was about just the spreadsheets or like IDs I had to for me, like make conquest something important for me.
Mm-hmm.
I just really like everything that is programming and stuff. So obviously I'm really interested on how does everything work. And just one day I woke up and I was like, what if I just make a spreadsheet with every single data of every single conquest ever? And I
And
DM
he
Randy.
did.
And I did DM Randy about the point system worked and all, and he was really kind and gave me everything I needed. That was really
That's so
cool.
sweet.
But yeah, you still have that thing when you're about to DM Randy that's gonna say something bad. Or like you were gonna say something bad to him and he's gonna take it like seriously or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'm DM Randy, I'm scared of what he's gonna respond or what he's gonna say.
Yeah. But Randy, again, coming back to this, he is so organized. He's so kind. He's on top of it. And he's got such good ideas as well. Like when players are complaining about um like certain games or certain way things are done, he comes to us to ask, "Hey, how can I make this better?" Like
I
he
remember
involves the community.
I remember like after the last Crown Quest, there were like 7 of us in a VC together just
Mhm.
talking about like watching the VODs and stuff. And he like joined and say, "Hey, what are y'all's opinions on
Yeah, I
this recent
remember.
event?"
I remember that.
And then we just all sat and talked for like a couple hours about, "Hey, this is what we like, this is what we probably change about the game." And
And I
he did
feel like
listen to
that's why
us.
Crown Quest is so successful as well. Like within the community, it works, it runs, it continues because of that communication with the players.
Definitely. Hands down.
100%.
I mean,
All
for me, I'm at
right. Would we like to move on, or are we still want to talk about RBM free? Because I could go for a while, but you know. So this is kind of getting near the end. What is your kind of dream team for Crown Quest? Like 3 players plus yourself. What's the dream? Now I'm gonna say, don't say, "Oh, I'd like Mighty Brothers, We Choke on Milk, and Kevin, please." I mean, like,
I was about to say, could it be like an ideal
you know,
team? Or could it be like a
it can
crazy team?
it can
Like a
be
fun team
crazy or
thing.
realistic, but that one is just a bit too far. And if you want that team, go for it. But like
I feel like
vibes wise, it could be player wise, up to you.
I feel like we should answer this question like who's a team that you would want to be on a team on, no matter what the stats, and then who's the ideal team,
Okay,
like
no
one that
matter
would
the
be accepted.
stats, for fun team, for funsies, for shiz and giggles, what's your team, Danny?
Oh, I have to do my MCCR team. Please bring Tiny and Blue back, I beg. So it's it's Tiny, Blue, and Pink Fluffy Seals.
Is this
Dude, they're such a
blue
blast.
worm?
No, I Blue. They both Tiny and I Blue
Oh,
were in Crown Quest 3.
I remember. I'm pretty sure I remember. Blue. Actually,
Like,
I remember
it's
Tiny. I was
so
on a
good.
team with Tiny.
I love Tiny.
Tiny's so cool. But who is it again on your vibes team?
Blue, Tiny, and Pink Fluffy Seal.
All right, and what's your cracked ass team? Like Danny, and like the destroyers, but it's actually Danny who's destroying. But who's your
Yeah.
dream
I
team?
I would love to have Rory on a team. Rory animates.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would like to try having Weed Choke on Milk on a team.
Ooh,
And then maybe, probably Wub Dub. I know we've been on a couple calls together, but I've never gone like to be on a team with them.
Wub Dub is a dub.
I
As a
know.
W.
What tier is Wub Dub? Do y'all know?
A, I think.
I think A,
A or
yeah.
B. I'm pretty sure it's A though. Pretty sure
So
like
we'd
high
all
A.
okay, because I know I believe I'm on low A. So that
Yeah,
yeah, we
you're
would not
low
be a
A.
team. We would not be a
You
team.
never know. You never know.
What do you mean?
If you ask nicely and you put it in the "please don't team me with these people" section, 100% it'll happen. 100%.
Take our advice.
100%. Fox, what's your vibe team looking like?
My vibe team. Well, my vibe team, I think it will also be a crack team.
Okay, well you can have a vibe cracked team and a cracked team.
It would be me, Spix, Joey,
Oh,
and Redeye.
bro, that would be so.
That
Oh
would
my
be
god,
so
that'd
cool.
be incredible.
That's
Oh
why I
my
said the
god,
vibe and crack team.
that'd be amazing. What?
I think
Okay,
that's my vibe and crack team, and I don't have a cracked team in my head.
is that just your cracked team? Full stop.
Yeah, that's
Like
my
it's all in the one.
funny, my vibe and crack. That's all in one. Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you, Spix?
Ooh, my vibe team. God, I don't know. There's so many like people I want to team with in Crown Quest. There's so many like cool people. My vibe team, I think probably you three to be honest. Cairo, Danny, Fox. Also, no, well, Mini Munkin as well. We have to get Mini Munkin
Yeah.
in. You know what? Take me
Who are you
out.
gonna kick?
Put Mini
Oh,
in my place. You four team. I'll watch. I'll be moral support. That's my vibe team.
I'll switch. I'll switch with
I'll
you.
switch. Don't worry. I'll switch. Don't worry. But my cracked team: Joey Fish, Kanuki. God, Kanuki's so cool. And let's think. Who is filling the last spot? What's that like French loser's name? Is it like the Fish 4000 or something? The
Oh,
Yeah.
like the cow 365. Like what's it? What's
is
his
it
name?
John?
Yeah, John. John. I want John.
John, okay, yeah.
John 580. No
John
way.
580.
No way. But yeah, Fox, Joey, Kanuki would be my cracked team. What about you, Cairo? Do you have anyone you'd like to team with in Crown Quest? You can say people that are not in. You can if you'd like to. Pick your favorite people.
You can't do that to me. I'll just pick the team I apply to MCCR with. I think they're a cool bunch.
Who's
and
on
it'd
your
be
team?
fun to team with them. Mist, Minnie, and Kit. Clock 2.
Honestly, your app looks great.
Thank
That
you.
is a good team. Y'all would be
Thank
pretty
you.
correct. Y'all would
Thank
be pretty correct.
you.
All right. Now we're nearing the end. The last question we're gonna answer. We're gonna go Danny first, then Fox, then Kyra, then myself.
Oh.
Who do you want to see play in the next Crown Quest? As in someone who has not been in the event yet. Now, Kyrocat is a given. We'll put that out there. Kyrocat for everyone. But who is
Darn,
another
I wanted to say
player?
me.
You're more than welcome to say yourself, Kyro.
Okay.
But Danny, someone not in Crown Quest that you'd like to see in Crown Quest.
Should it be like somebody big and then like somebody we know?
Yeah, sure. It could be someone big and then someone you know. It could. We'll do. Yeah. Just say whatever.
Honestly, for a person I know, I've recently become friends with him recently, Swiper.
That is such a good name. What?
He is really good at PvP and he speedruns. I would love to be able to see
Just
a
Minecraft?
speedrunner.
Speedrun just Minecraft or other
I
games?
think just Minecraft. But
Fair enough.
homie speedruns, I would love to like see a speedrunner in this competition.
Mhm.
And then somebody big. Honestly, Ant Frost. Like I know
Yes, that'd be
I
so cool.
I love Ant Frost, but oh my gosh. No, but I would
That would be
I would
awesome.
I would love to see him in a tournament someday. I know Greninja would probably be in this tournament one day as well because he like joins tournaments overall.
Mhm.
But every time I've been in a tournament with him, he's killed my team at least once.
Oh goodness. Okay, well he's out. Out to get you.
He's in the walls.
He knows where you are. Fox580, someone you know, somebody big. Who do you want to see in Crown
No
Quest?
one. I want to be only me. 40,
He's
40 me.
gatekeeping. He's gatekeeping.
40 players, only me. 10
Only
teams, just
Fox.
I
me.
do.
You're just gonna get up like all of
So that I
your
win.
alt
So I win.
accounts, and it's just gonna be the Fox580 in different
All of my
languages.
account. Yeah, exactly. That's my
So we've got
master
English
plan.
and French. So what's next? Spanish.
Spanish,
Fox 480.
Portuguese.
Perfect. We love that.
Start changing
Who would
numbers
you
too. Yeah.
actually like to see in the event?
I don't know.
Fox has no
Um,
friends he wants in the event.
I have no friends. Yeah, that's true.
What about Maka? Stam, Void.
I guess Void. I don't think Void wants to play in events. So
Stam would probably want to play.
Sam maybe, yeah. Micah maybe also. I know they wanted to play in.
Okay,
in
what
something else,
about
but,
like a big CC?
Owen. Owen shoes.
Owen!
Oh.
Owen! We met Owen building Lego at TwitchCon.
We did with Becky,
I
yeah.
was like, "Hi, I'm so sorry. I know you're building Lego. Can I get a picture with you?" And it's
They
like,
were
"Yeah,
building a
sure."
ship too.
They were building a ship for Pirates SMP.
Yeah.
Yo.
That was after the Rats panel. We were at the Rats panel for the announcement of Pirates. Oh,
You
so
can
good.
see the back. You can see us in the background of some.
Okay,
of some
we're not gonna talk about
photos.
TwitchCon. We're not gonna talk
Anyway,
about TwitchCon.
anyway.
Pyro, who
Good.
do you want to see? That's one of your friends, and who's a big CC you'd like to see. Now,
Um,
obviously, we want to see Cairo in there, but
Me,
Who
yeah.
else?
I want to see me in the event. That would be sick.
mhm.
I also, I think like maybe Mist.
Mystical.
Mist Mystical. I would like to see Mist Mystical in the event.
God,
I
same.
think he'd do pretty good. And as for a big creator,
He's thinking real hard.
I'm like browsing through my huge library of content creators that I know of. Would it be a cop out to just say Ranboo Live?
No, you're so right. You're so valid. Get him in here right now.
Right
Team
now!
up with me.
This
Please.
instant!
Please, I would cry. I would be so. Oh.
Yeah,
my
I would
goodness,
start
okay.
weeping. Even
I
if I'm
would
not in
weep.
the event, I would start weeping.
I said I wasn't going to talk about TwitchCon, but right after I met Rambo, I broke down crying, like sobbing behind the booth, and Fox had to pick me up from the ground.
Oh.
Rambo
I
scares
was
me.
crying so hard. He's so tall. He also got in a golf cart accident and had to come with half of his pants. Anyway, I'd like to see officially in the event. I'd like to see him start making more content. I'd like to see Minnie Munkin. Personally, as a friend, I'd like to see Minnie in the event.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have to make more content to get into the event. but I want to see him because I feel like he's been in charity before. I'm pretty sure he's tested once, maybe. But I want to see him in more, or even if it's just non-canon events, I really want to see Minnie in. As for a bigger CC, honestly, FBM, Fire Breath Man.
Oh, it's a good choice.
I think there's honestly a good chance if it comes up that he will apply for it.
Dude, I just know him as the guy that left the Fall Guys Twitch Rivals event.
He did.
Because I was in there with him, and there was one person that left, and
And
we
it
were
was
like trying to
Fire
see
Breath
who it was. And I just pull up his stream, and it's just him playing Minecraft, and I just go in the chat. Hey guys, so I think it was Fire Breath Man.
I think it was Fire Breath Man.
I'm like, oh, he's playing
Uh,
Minecraft right now.
God. But yeah, Ranboo, Fire Breath Man, Owen, and who was it Danny said again?
Ant Frost.
And Ant Frost. That's a pretty good lineup. Imagine they all team.
Oh, no, peace out.
No, we're all ditching. Sorry, can't be there for that event.
Sorry, I got sick beforehand.
Sorry, I'm gonna be sick that day. I've already planned that day to be my sick day, so.
Oh,
But
no, the subs.
oh god. Anyway, I think we ended there for the very first side quest episode. How are you guys feeling about it? How do you feel about what we discussed today, Cairo?
I'm going to be 100% honest. I was playing Ace Attorney the whole time.
Yeah, Cairo's here to be our editor, man. He's
I
Fair
was
enough,
not listening 90% of the time, and I'm going to be
You
discovering it
are-
all for the first time while editing.
You're so valid for that. Fox and Danny, any zingers for the crowd?
Please scribble that like
Okay.
button. Okay. Was trying to promote us, but okay.
I'm kidding. On you go.
Say, if you enjoyed the video, please scribble the like button. And if you want
God,
us
yeah.
to talk about different things, then please say in the comments below or tell us on Twitter. Is there
Oh,
If you're on
100%.
Spotify, I
Like a
don't know
s-
how, but good luck.
Yeah, on Twitter, if you want something to happen in the side quest, it's gonna go to me because we don't have a Twitter account, and quite frankly, I don't want to run one. So at SpixKokiri on Twitter, it will be linked in the description. You can find me, Spix, on basically everything under the handle SpixKokiri. If you want something to be talked about in Crown Quest, either DM me if we're friends, or just put it under a tweet or something, or just DM me. I don't really mind. If you have complaints, that sucks. Danny, you wanna put your ads out there?
So you can find me on anything at DaniMilksops, twitch.tv/DaniMilksops. I was actually gonna say, do you want me to run the Twitter?
Honestly, if you want to make a Twitter, you can. If so, it'll be in the description. It'll be in the very top of the description if we do make a Twitter. If not, you'll know what happened. Fox, you want to shout yourself out?
I'm everywhere under the name TheFox580 except TikTok. I don't have a TikTok account.
Yeah, I don't have a TikTok either.
I have a TikTok,
Cairo?
but I don't use it. It's Kyrocat.video.
And where are you on everything else?
Twitter, KyroCatMC. Twitch,
got that?
KyroCatMC. YouTube, just
YouTube?
KyroCat. Yeah.
I love Kyrocat. Yeah, I'm already subscribed.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, again, if you have anything to say about the the podcast, leave it in the description. And if there's any actual queries about Crown Quest, spam RVM free Randy. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
You
Don't do that,
stole my
don't do that, don't
Discord
do that, don't
message.
do
You
that.
stole my
I did-
Discord
I stole it from
message.
Danny. I stole it from Danny.
I'm gonna
It's
cut
Danny's
that
fault.
out.
Blame Danny. Blame Danny. Blame Danny.
I gotta get that monthly on block. I'm banned from Crown Quest.
But I've been RVM free. I've been RVM free, and thanks for listening to Side Quest.